Hello and welcome to this meditation on fear of being alone. I find when people are afraid of being alone after a relationship ends that they're looking for love outside of themselves. And in truth, we need to be loving ourselves and finding love for ourselves before we're going to bring a truly beautiful, loving relationship into our lives. We can only love someone as much as we're loving ourselves, and the opposite of that is true. So if we're attracting someone who's not fully loving themselves, they can't fully love us either. And so the basis of this meditation is going to be finding that place where you can really feel the love of self and be more comfortable being out of relationship. And the more we're in that place of harmony and joy within ourselves, the more we automatically attract someone else into our life without even trying, in a sense. So that is what we're going to be doing in this meditation. So I invite you now to just get comfortable in your chair, just doing what you can to make sure your back is straight, and have your feet either flat on the floor or crossed yoga style, keeping attention to having the spine straight. And just close your eyes now and just take a few deep breaths, just breathing in relaxation. Breathing out any stress or tension. Just coming fully into your body, fully into this moment. And just breathing out with a sigh. Just letting all the stress and tension of your day simply disappear. And just be present in this moment. Breathing in relaxation. Breathing out any stress or tension. And just feeling your body become heavier now in your chair. As you relax your shoulders, just letting your shoulders drop down. Relaxing your neck, all the muscles in your face. Just letting go of any tension anywhere in your body. And just feeling that beautiful relaxation now moving down through your body, down into your hips and your arms, and just feeling your arms become heavier. Feeling your seat heavier on the chair. Just letting that beautiful relaxation move all the way down through your legs now. And feeling your energy going all the way into Mother Earth, so that you are feeling fully grounded into the earth. And in this beautiful place of relaxation, just imagine yourself in a beautiful location, somewhere that would bring you great joy and tranquility. Maybe it's by the ocean, maybe it's in a beautiful meadow, maybe it's in a forest with sunlight streaming through the trees. Wherever this is, just imagine that the sun is shining on you and it's warming your body, just the perfect temperature for you at this time. And notice all the smells around you. Your senses are alive, and the smells are so beautiful, and they remind you of being nurtured and cared for. Just fill you up with love. And being in this beautiful place in nature makes you feel alive and yet still and content at the same time. And in this moment, you're so grateful to yourself for being in this place. Allowing yourself to have this opportunity to feel how wonderful it feels to be in this magical place. as you hear the sounds around you, maybe it's the sound of the ocean or the sound of the birds, maybe there's a small stream running by. As you focus on the sounds, you realize that there's something very magical about being here, because you feel perfectly content. There's no desire for anything other than what is in this moment. And you realize that your mind is perfectly present, just noticing your environment, noticing everything around you. And from this perspective, there's just nothing more to ever desire or wish for. And as you're here, soaking up all this beautiful scenery and feeling so content in this place, you realize that this is what caring for yourself feels like. And the more you care for and love yourself, the more magnetic you become to love. In life, you attract so many things to you in your life that represent love. Not just a partner, but abundance, healthy work relationships, joy with your family, more free time for yourself. And in this moment, you imagine all the things that you would do from this place of perfectly loving the self. You give yourself some time to consider all the things that bring you joy. Things that you can do without having a partner in your life. Perhaps it's spending time with friends. Maybe it's taking time like this in nature, appreciating everything that's around you. Perhaps there are activities that you like to do. Maybe you're learning something new and meeting new people there. All the things that you would ever dream of doing if time didn't matter, if you had all the time you needed, if you had all the money you needed. There were no obstacles. Imagine all the things that you would do that would feel like loving yourself. And just see yourself doing those things now. See how happy you are. How much joy and contentment they are bringing to you in your life. Perhaps you will travel with friends. Whatever it is, feel how it feels to be doing these things. Feel the joy, the fulfillment of following your heart's desire. There is no one holding you back. No one else that you need to consider. You're free to do whatever you choose. And you realize that all these things, things that may seem insignificant even, are all a part of loving the self. And the more time you spend doing these things, the more content you become. Just to be on your own, because you're never really alone. And in that moment when you have the thought that you're never really alone, you hear a sound off in the distance. And you are attracted and intrigued by the sound. And so you begin to walk in the direction to see if you can find where that sound is coming from. And suddenly you notice before you a beautiful beam of light. And you are not shocked or surprised because you feel so much love coming from this beam of light. So much grace. As you stand there looking at this beam of light, it begins to materialize into a beautiful robed being. And you know immediately that this being has great presence. You can feel love emanating towards you from this beautiful being of light. And this being speaks to you. Dearly beloved, I come to you from the higher aspect of your own soul. I come to speak to you the wisdom that you hold within your heart. And I say to you, dear one, that everything you seek is within you. Every heart yearning that you ever desire can be found only within your own heart. For you see, beloved, when you look outside of yourself for love, it is a false perception of what love would be, because no one else can know you the way you know yourself. No one else can love you the way you love yourself, because only you know all the unique attributes that make you special. You are the only one who knows every thought. And it is by loving yourself in every aspect of who you are that you then resonate that love out into the world, and you become magnetic for the same love that you hold within your being. And so we would say to you, when you are seeking love, seek to know where it is that you are not loving the self. Seek to be honest with yourself about where your self-criticism and your self-judgment is. And then heal those wounds. Explore and dig deep to find out where those beliefs originated. Of course, going to one's childhood is always a good source to find where the pains and the wounds were developed. And by discovering what they are and witnessing them and being honest with yourself, you are releasing them and taking them from the shadows of your heart into the light where they simply disappear. And so I stand before you, beloved, with a message. And the message is to love yourself and to never let anyone else tell you what your value is, where your worthiness is. For everything about you is worthy of love. And anywhere where you act out of love is only because you are yearning and seeking. This earthly plane can be a difficult place to be, a difficult journey to walk. And so there have been many wounds upon the road of growing into being a human adult. And those wounds stay with you until you are willing and ready to look at them and release them. And the more you do, the more you fully step into loving the self. And the more you love the self, the more you bring beautiful, loving relationships into your life. So we would say to you, if you are alone, trust and know that you are supposed to be alone right now. And use the time to love the self. Do not think it is selfish to love the self. This is a fallacy. To love the self is truthfully the only love there is. And when you love yourself so much that you are overflowing with love, then you are truly giving love to others. You are giving love from a full vessel, not from a half-full vessel or an empty vessel. How can you give love to someone else when you are not truly loving yourself? When you are not truly coming from a place of love? And so, dear one, we hope that this understanding will bring you to a better place of accepting what is in this moment. Look to yourself, love yourself, and anywhere where that's not possible, witness what that is. In this moment, rise above who you imagine yourself to be in this meditation. Rise above, looking down upon yourself. And from this vantage point of being above, looking down upon the human soul, you may ask, where am I not fully loving myself? And just allow the answer to be, or perhaps the answer will come to you at another time. What are the shadows that I am not willing to see? May they be revealed to me. Where am I closing my heart to love because I am not fully loving myself? And so by asking these questions, beloved, the answers will surely come to you. And so as you settle back into the body that is listening to these words at this time, know and understand that you have everything you need within you to find true love, the true love that lies within. And with those words, this beautiful being bows deeply and simply disappears. And you find yourself in your special place once again. And you realize that you have been given a great gift of understanding. And all you have to do is use this gift. All you have to do is ask yourself these questions and know that the answer will come. And with the answers, then you are able to more fully love the self. And as you more fully love the self, you are then attracting beautiful, loving experiences into your life. And with this thought, you find that you become aware once again of being present in the room where you are sitting, feeling your body once again on the chair, realizing that you have gone on a journey and now you're coming back into this space, noticing my voice, hearing other sounds in the room. And with that, you open your eyes, coming fully present into this moment once again. And I invite you to record and write down anything that came to you in that meditation, because when you go back, very often you realize that it was a different perspective from your daily living that you often receive in these meditations. And I also invite you to watch this video many times so that you can go deeper and deeper with that experience. And I also would invite you to click through to the Freedom Release Technique video that I'm also going to do for releasing the fear of being alone. The Freedom Release Technique is a method that I developed of clearing subconscious beliefs that hold us back in life. So if we have subconscious beliefs that we're not worthy of relationship or that nobody would be attracted to us, whatever those beliefs are actually going to keep us from allowing that experience to come into our life. So very often we're holding subconscious beliefs that we're not even aware of that keep us alone, keep us from allowing love into our lives. And in this next video, I'm going to be releasing 4 different beliefs. They are the belief that love comes from outside of the self, which we touched on in this meditation. The belief that you will never find someone, so you may be very afraid that no one is ever going to come into your life. Fear that lack of love for the self, so not fulfillment within, that love comes from outside. And the belief that you will need someone to complete you. So the less needy you are, the more other people are actually attracted to you. So by releasing that belief, you are going to actually become more magnetic to love. So I would invite you to click through to the video for the freedom release technique. It's another one that you can use many times, and the more you clear these subconscious beliefs, the more attractive you're going to be to bringing new love into your life. And I also want to tell you now about a book that I've written that is all about loving the self. It's called The Spiritual Seeker's Guide to Happiness, and it's over 360 pages, and it's a collection of channeled messages that I received from a group of beings that call themselves the Council of Nine. And the whole book, really, the whole overall message that they wanted to bring through was that we need to be fully loving ourselves now more than ever, because we're creating faster and faster on this earth. And so if we're not creating our lives from a place of fully loving ourselves, then what we see in our life experience may not be very pleasant. The more we're loving ourselves, the more beautiful experiences we're bringing into our lives, because that's what we believe that we deserve. And the book also has an energetic resonance to it, because the Council of Nine, their energies are transformed into the words. And I've also written another book that you may also find very helpful. It's called You Get What You Believe, and it is about our hidden belief systems and how they impact our lives, and different tools and methods that we can use to discover what those beliefs are, so that we can begin to clear them. And I also give you tools for clearing in there as well. So these books are available on my website at the link below, and as well the freedom release technique. So I invite you to go through and do that. It's a powerful technique that so many people tell me it turns their lives around, and I've certainly seen that for myself. It's almost like magic, the way things change and shift. As soon as we clear a subconscious belief, things show up differently in our life, because we're not creating our life from that belief anymore. So it just keeps getting better and better the more we clear. So that's why I'm offering them in this way. I do one-on-one personal sessions, but by doing it in these videos, it's accessible to many more people. And I want to see as many people in this world loving themselves as possible, because then we become a more loving world. The more we love ourselves, the more vibration of love we're putting into the world, and we truly are changing the world one person at a time. So never feel like you can't do anything to make a difference in this world, because the way you love yourself is making a difference in the world. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here.